Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa has issued directives cancelling Sunday curfew across the state. Accordingly, all services including public transport, cabs and autos will be available. Shops, commercial establishments too have been permitted to open. However, the curfew relaxation is applicable only between 7 in the morning to 7 in the evening. A pregnant woman who had been diagnosed with COVID-19 by health officials has now tested negative when subjected to COVID-19 test for the second time. The woman had reportedly tested positive earlier and had been placed under isolation. However, as her contacts tested negative for the virus, the health officials subjected her to a second test. The pregnant woman tested negative the second time around. A couple of students who were subjected to home quarantine were seen roaming on the streets in Hubballi. The MBBS students who had arrived in other districts had been stamped for home quarantine. However, the students were seen roaming freely during the early hours of Saturday. In a callous disregard to containment zone norms, residents of the Gani Basveshwara containment zones were seen venturing out of the zone. The area has been sealed off after COVID-19 cases had been reported. However, the residents continue to venture out of their homes. A few were even seen exiting the containment zone. A man who arrived in Siraguppa and Ballari from Delhi has requested the authorities to permit him to attend his father's funeral. The man who arrived in the town was immediately placed under quarantine by the health officials. However, based on the man's request, the authorities are said to be deliberating on the matter. 3 individuals were discharged from the COVID-19 hospital in Bagalkot after successfully recovering from the infection. The individuals identified as patient number 703, 898 and 1063 were giving a rousing goodbye by the healthcare officials and they boarded the ambulance after being discharged. Notable among them was the 80-year-old woman who had successfully battled the COVID-19 and recovered despite the odds being pitted against her. 45 individuals who recovered from COVID-19 received a rousing farewell from healthcare workers. The recovered group also included 18 children. Healthcare workers distributed gifts to elders. The little ones received chocolates and gifts from the hospital staff. 4 individuals, including a 3-year-old girl, were discharged after completely recovering from COVID-19. The recovered individuals received a flower shower from healthcare workers. The little child got a special rose from the senior staff. The recovered patients were seen thanking the Corona warriors for the service. A government hospital nurse who recently recovered from COVID-19 now lives in the fear of social stigma. The woman who narrates her fears in a video said that she was pained to see rumors and videos of her being circulated on social media. She has also filed a complaint against the rumor mongers.
Corona ಬಂದಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ಭಯ ಇಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ ಜನಗಳದೇ ಬಹಳ ನನಗೆ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಜನಗಳದೇ ನನಗೆ ಬಹಳ ತೊಂದರೆ ಆಗಿದೆ ಇದರಿಂದ ನನಗೆ ನ್ಯಾಯ ಸಿಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ.
Former Minister UT Kadir has urged the government to pay the salaries of contractual healthcare workers. Speaking to reporters in Mangaluru, Kadir said that the contractual medical staff who came under the National Health Mission have not been paid their salaries for the past 2 months. He also raised doubts as to how the medicos would continue discharging their duties under such circumstances.
ತಿಂಗಳಿಂದ ಅನುದಾನ ಬಿಡುಗಡೆ ಇವರ ವೇತನವನ್ನು ಬಿಡುಗಡೆ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಇದು? ಇವತ್ತು 2 ತಿಂಗಳ ತನಕ ಇವರು ಈ ಒಂದು ವರ್ಗದವರಿಗೆ ಇವರ ವೇತನವನ್ನು ಬಿಡುಗಡೆ ಮಾಡದಿದ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರವರ ಮನೆ ಟೆನ್ಷನ್, ಅವರ ಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಅಥವಾ ಈ ಕೊರೋನಾ ಪೀಡಿತದ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋದಾ? ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯಿಂದ ಅವ್ರು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋದು? ಅವರನ್ನೇ ಇವರಿಗೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ನೋಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗದಿದ್ದರೆ ಇನ್ನು ಪೀಡಿತರನ್ನು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ನೋಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಉಂಟಾ?
The district officer of the Backward Classes Welfare Department has filed a complaint against the supporters of BJP MLA Dattatreya Patil Revur. The officer Ramesh Sangha has filed a complaint against Prabhu Hadimane, Vishal Dargi and Chandrakant for allegedly threatening him using objectionable language. The complaint has been filed at the Kalburgi University Police Station. Ramesh Sangha had previously made allegations of corruption against the MLA. In this alleged retaliation, the MLA supporters had issued life threats. Corporation Minister S.T. Somshekhar has expressed solidarity with BJP leaders H. Vishwanath, M.T.V. Nagaraj and R. Shankar. Somshekhar said that he will insist Chief Minister Yadurappa to accommodate them in the Legislative Council.
ಪರವಾಗಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಇವ್ರು 3 ಜನಕ್ಕೂ ಅನ್ಯಾಯ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಇವ್ರನ್ನ ತಾವು ನಾಮಕರಣ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ನಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಒತ್ತಾಯ ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳಿಗೆ.
S.T. Somshekhar also chose to downplay the dissidents brewing within the Saffron party. Somshekhar said that the Katti brothers held a meeting with their supporters to discuss about the possibility of seeking a Rajya Sabha ticket or a seat in the state legislative council.
MP ಸೀಟ್ ಸಿಗಲಿಲ್ಲ, ರಾಜ್ಯಸಭಾ ಕೊಡಿಸ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಅವರ ಚಿಂತನೆ. ಆ ಚಿಂತನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಭೇಟಿ ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರು ಅಂತಿಮರು ಅವರ ಸಪೋರ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಯಾರು ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ಅವರು ಸಭೆ ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ಅದು ಸರ್ಕಾರ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ಅಲ್ಲ.
BJP leader Ramesh Katti said that he will stay at home if denied the Rajya Sabha ticket that he is eagerly contesting for. Speaking to reporters in Chikkodi, he said that Chief Minister B.S. Yadurappa knew about the luncheon held by the BJP MLAs from North Karnataka. He also said that his brother Umesh Katti had reminded Chief Minister B.S. Yadurappa about his promise to give him a Rajya Sabha ticket.
ಮತ್ತು ಇವೆರಡು ಸಲ ಊಟ ಮಾಡಿಸಿದಾಗ ಯಡಿಯೂರಪ್ಪನವರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ನೀವು ಸರ್ ಬಂದು ಊಟ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ರಿ, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ನೀವು ಬಂದು ಊಟ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ರಿ, ಅವ್ರ ಗಮನಕ್ಕೂ ತಂದಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಯಾವುದು ಮುಚ್ಚೆ ಬರೇ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನೇರವಾಗಿ ಯಡಿಯೂರಪ್ಪನವ್ರು ಇದು ಈ ರಾಜ್ಯಸಭಾ ಟಿಕೆಟ್ ಕೇಳಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಯಾರ ಥ್ರೂ ಅವ್ರ ಥ್ರೂ ಇವ್ರ ಥ್ರೂ ಕೇಳಿಲ್ಲ, ನೇರವಾಗಿ ಉಮೇಶನ ಮನೆಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಈ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಮಾತು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಅದು ನಡೆಸಿಕೊಟ್ಟು ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರು ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಕತ್ತಿಯ ನಡೆ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಮನ್ಯಾಗನೇ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಒಂದು ದಿವಸ ಮನ್ಯಾಗ ಊಟ ಸಿಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಊಟ ಸಿಗೋದು ಆ ದಿವಸ ರಾತ್ರಿ ಮನೆ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಿ, ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಇರೋದ.
Ramesh Katti acknowledged that the Katti brothers had been sidelined in the party. He said that both he as well as his brother were denied positions that they rightfully deserved.
ತಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಂಗತಿ. ಈಗ ಲೋಕಸಭಾ ಟಿಕೆಟ್ ತಪ್ಪಿತು, ಯಾವ ಕಾರಣ ಅಂತ ಇವತ್ತಿನವರೆಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ, ಯಾರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅದರ ನಂತರ ಉಮೇಶ್ ಕತ್ತಿಯವರು ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಸೀನಿಯರ್ ಮೆಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೆಜಿಸ್ಲೇಟಿವ್ ಅಸೆಂಬ್ಲಿ, ಅವರಿಗೆ ಮಂತ್ರಿಮಂಡಲ ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು. 8 ಬಾರಿ ಬಂದವರು, ಅವ್ರು ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು, ಅದನ್ನು ಕೊಡಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದರ ನಂತರ 2-3 ಸಲ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಕೇಳಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ನಾಳೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ನಾಡ್ದು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಇವತ್ತು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಸ್ಥಾನ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಸುದ್ದಿ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಏನೇನೇನೇನು ಹೇಳಿದರು, ಇನ್ನೂ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ ಮಾತನ್ನು ಕೇಳಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರ ಜನ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂತು, ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆ ಉತ್ತರ ಕನ್ನಡ ಜನ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂತು. ಅವಾಗನೂ ಅದನ್ನು ಅಂದರೆ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಹಿಂಸೆ ಅನುಭವಿಸಿದ್ವಿ.
Primary and Secondary Education Minister Suresh Kumar said that the decision regarding conducting online classes on a regular basis will be taken soon. Suresh Kumar said that several experts from Bengaluru's Nimans Institute were not in favor of conducting online classes for kids below the age of 6 years. So he said that the decision will be taken soon.
ಮಗುಗೆ 6 ವಯಸ್ಸು ಆಗೋವರೆಗೂ ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಕೊಡೋದು ಉಚಿತ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಿಮಾನ್ಸಿನ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟವಾದ ಅಭಿಪ್ರಾಯ. ನಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು ಯಾಕೆ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತು. ಆದರೆ ಬರೋ ವಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಈ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಇಲಾಖೆ ತನ್ನ ಖಚಿತವಾದ ತೀರ್ಮಾನವನ್ನು ಆದೇಶದ ಮೂಲಕ ನಾವು ಪ್ರಕಟಿಸ್ತೀವಿ.
Yet another case of medical apathy has come to light in Hubballi. In a video that has gone viral on social media, a father can be seen carrying his child in his arms while a nurse lugs an oxygen cylinder next to him at the KIMS hospital in Hubballi. The incident has been widely condemned by many and have questioned as to why the child is not provided with a stretcher by the hospital authorities. An ASHA worker has alleged to have been harassed sexually by a local resident. The incident reportedly took place in Sringeri in Chikmagaluru. According to the victim, the accused allegedly molested her while she had visited his residence to create awareness about COVID-19. The victim has demanded action to be taken against the accused. With the temples across the state slated to reopen from June 1st, preparations are already underway at the historic Sangamanatha temple at Kudala Sangama in Bagalkot. Temple staff was seen cleaning the premises and marking the social distancing spots. Other precautions were also taken. District in charge Minister of Mysuru S.T. Somshekar paid a visit to the famed Chamarajendra Zoological Gardens. The minister later handed over a check of 25 lakh rupees collected from the donors to the zoo. The check was received by the executive director of the zoo, Mr. Ajit Kulkarni. The check will aid the zoo to cope with the financial burden incurred due to the lockdown.
ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಾನ್ಯ ಸಚಿವರು ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಅಂದರೆ ನಿನ್ನೆವರೆಗೂ 2,38,00,000 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದರು. ಇವತ್ತು ಬಂದು 25 ಲಕ್ಷ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೇರಿಕೊಂಡು ಒಂದು 2,63,00,000ದಷ್ಟು ಹಣನ ಈಗ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಮೃಗಾಲಯಕ್ಕವರು ಸಂಗ್ರಹಿಸಿ ನೀಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
A herd of wild elephants damaged several crops in and around Nanjangud in Mysuru. The elephants, which strayed into the nearby villages, raided fields containing ragi, cotton and maize and destroyed them. They were later seen on the outskirts of the village. A monkey which had ended up biting close to 50 people was finally caught by forest department officials. The antics of the monkey had left the entire neighborhood of Murugamat terrorized. However, in a stroke of luck, the forest department managed to tranquilize it before finally catching the monkey. A spell of heavy showers left several areas submerged across Raichur. The streets of several extensions and areas including Siatlav were left submerged. People were seen wading in the water and going about their daily lives. Tumukuru farmers are a worried lot after a swarm of locusts were reported in the area. The locusts were reported to have landed in Madhugiri. A couple of locusts were also seen feeding off the leaves of a plant. This has caused anxiety among the farmers. A man murdered his wife after suspecting her to be having an extramarital affair. The accused has been identified as Bora Shetty. The incident took place in Nelamangala, and according to the cops, Bora Shetty murdered his wife Ramya suspecting her fidelity. Cops have taken the accused into custody. A minor was killed in a mishap after the bike he was riding collided with a bullock cart. The deceased minor has been identified as 15-year-old Veeresh, a native of Harapanahalli. A case has been registered at the Bilichoda police station. A man was killed after the bike he was riding collided head-on with a lorry. The incident took place at Naubad in Bidar. The deceased biker has been identified as Ganapati. He died on the spot and a case has been registered at the Bidar Town Traffic Police Station. Devanahalli cops managed to retrieve a car that fell into a temple pond after the driver lost control. The incident took place near Baglur. No loss of life has been reported. According to the cops, the car is bearing a Maharashtra state registration. A Group D employee was allegedly attacked by a group for failing to properly dress the wounds of an injured man. The incident took place at a government hospital at Aland in Kalaburgi. The hospital staffer Shantakumar was assaulted by the accused that has been identified as Sagar, Siddharam and Prashant. The accused assaulted the staffer after he allegedly failed to treat a wound sustained by one of the accused. In a case of an unlikely friendship, a cat and dog have turned into the best of pals. The incident was witnessed in Virajpet. The dog was seen feeding the cat as the traditional rivals have now turned into the best of friends.